Did you know that in the past 3 years, we have seen the search volume for functional medicine increase by over 300%? People aren't just looking for alternatives anymore, they are actively seeking out functional medicine solutions. And they are tired of being told that managing symptoms with prescriptions or cutting you wide open are your only options. But here's what makes this moment so incredible. For the first time in modern history, we are seeing a systematic dismantling of the healthcare gatekeepers. This new administration is finally acknowledging what we've all known all along, which is that people deserve access to natural, holistic healthcare solutions. And you know what makes me grin ear to ear? Is that the mainstream medical industry is terrified. They're spending millions on campaigns to discredit functional medicine because they are losing control. They are losing their grip on the narrative, and every time they attack, every time they try to discredit that approach, they're actually doing functional medicine doctors a massive favor. Because here's what they don't understand. Trust cannot be bought. It has to be earned. And that's where functional medicine practices have a massive upper hand. While Big Pharma is pushing on pills, you are educating patients. While traditional doctors are rushing through 7-minute appointments, you are spending time to understand root causes. So here's the challenge. And it's a good challenge to have, because with this explosive growth in interest, how do you position your practice to capture this momentum? Let's dive deep into what I like to call the 3 pillars of functional medicine marketing. These aren't just strategies, they are fundamental shifts in how we connect with patients, with everyone having this access to technology. Pillar 1 is radical transparency. The days of the mysterious doctor behind the curtain are over, and today patients want to know not only what you do, but who you are, how you do it, and even why you do it. So think about this. When was the last time you made a major decision without thoroughly researching it? And your patients are really no different. They are researching you probably right now, trying to understand if you are the right practitioner for their unique health journey. And this is where radical transparency becomes a superpower. Mainstream healthcare just can't do it. You know, you can share your success stories with your patients in rich detail, maintaining that HIPAA compliance, of course. And you could take people behind the scenes at your practice. You could show them your morning routine, your supplement protocols, your diagnostic process, and really let them see the human side of your practice. Some laughter, the challenges, the victories. So when you pull back this curtain and you let people see the real humans behind medicine, something magical is happening with that. That trust builds naturally. And patients feel connected to you well before they ever even walk in your door. So now pillar 2, educational marketing. Here is a profound truth. In functional medicine, an educated patient is your best patient. But here's really where a lot of practices get it wrong. They try to educate using medical jargon or complex terminology that just goes right over most patients' head. Your job in 2025 is to become a master of simplification. You need to break down complex health concepts into bite-sized, digestible pieces and share real case studies that demonstrate the power of functional medicine. You can create content that answers questions that patients are regularly asking you, doing so much as to position yourself as both an expert, but also a trusted guide. And you can just think of every piece of content you share as a bridge to where your patients are now to where they want to be. And whether it's a video about gut health or a blog about information or a podcast about hormone imbalance, make it simple, make it actionable, make it powerful. Pillar 3 is community building. And this is really where the magic happens. In traditional medicine, patients feel isolated. They feel like they're fighting alone in these health battles. But in functional medicine, you have an opportunity to create something much more powerful, which is a healing community. And here's what this looks like in practice. Create support groups where patients can share their journeys on Facebook. You could facilitate connections between patients with similar health challenges. You could build online platforms where your community can gather and support each other. You can organize events that bring your community together in person. When you are building these communities around your practice, something remarkable is happening. Your practice is not just a medical office anymore. It becomes a little bit more of a movement, we'll say. They become more than patients. They become advocates. They share their stories. They bring their friends. They're going to spread your message far better than any advertising you could do ever could. So with these 3 pillars, the radical transparency, educational marketing, and community building, they work together synergistically. Transparency builds trust. Education empowers action. and community sustains momentum. And here's the key. You can't just implement these strategies halfway. You need to commit to them. You need to commit fully. The practices that are going to thrive in 2025 and beyond won't be the ones with the biggest advertising budgets or fancy offices. They're going to be the ones that embrace these three pillars completely. The ones that dare to be transparent and commit to education and build true community. And the question isn't whether these strategies work. We all know they do. The question is, are you ready to implement them into your practice? Because if you are, if you're not just building a successful practice, look at building a movement. You're building the future of healthcare. The old marketing playbook is dead. You don't need to convince people that functional medicine works anymore. They are already convinced. What they need to know is that they can trust you. They need to know that you are the right practitioner to guide them on their health journey. And here is the most beautiful irony of it all. While the mainstream medical industry is going to spend millions trying to control through fear and doubt, you are growing through education and empowerment. While they're building walls, you are building bridges. It's going to represent the biggest opportunity for functional medicine that we've ever seen. The gatekeepers are falling, and the public is waking up, and the practices that position themselves correctly now will become the leaders of tomorrow's healthcare revolution. Your mission isn't just to market your practice, it's to become a beacon of hope and healing in your community. It's to show people there's a better way. And when you do that effectively, your practice won't just grow, it will thrive. So the future of healthcare is in your hands. The question is, are you ready to step up and claim it, to take your place in it? I'd be truly honored to show you some amazing ways to utilize technology like AI and to build systems. So please like, subscribe, better yet, go to maha.marketing and grab a time to link.